Simply Subbies. Welcome back to the Simply Stacy YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be super exciting. We're going to talk about how you can be as productive as can be. Is there something that needs to change in the way you do things so that you can be more efficient, more effective, and get things done in less time? Today we're talking about the 31 days of productivity for you. So we want to see how you can trim some of the fat, cut back some of the time it takes you guys to do something, and each day you have a task that you can do to complete this. So if you want to get a pen and paper, definitely do that. I'll actually have a printable that is free, a free printable guide, a calendar of 31 days of things you can do to become more productive, and that will be in the link below. For those of you watching on YouTube, you guys can find that in the description box below. Okay, so here we go. We're talking about 31 days because a lot of people will give you like 30 days of this, 30 days of that, you know, because there are at least 30 days except for February in most months, but there are some months that have 31 days, so we're going to do all 31. So number one, keep track of the activities that you do on a daily basis and see how long it takes to do each. So for instance, if you are completing a task for work or if you're completing a task for something that you have to do, see how long it takes. And then once you figure out how long it actually took you to do that task, figure out if you think you can do it a little bit quicker. Or reflect. So reflect and see what you could have done to get that done quicker. These are things, it's really about self-reflection and figuring out where there are time gaps that you could have, closed up and gotten something done in time. So that is for day one. To be more productive, you actually need to take assessment of how much time you're spending doing the tasks you do on a daily basis. Okay, so for day two, write down your goals and priorities. So now you know how long it took you to do some stuff. You have some goals and some priorities that you want to set. You first write down all the goals. I want to accomplish this today. Today or in this month, since we're on day 2 of the month, this is what I want to accomplish. And then you prioritize those goals. Say, for instance, you come up with 10, prioritize those top 3, okay? Your top 3 goals. Go ahead and put a little asterisk by those, or 1, 2, and 3. Also, you might want to save this video to watch later, just in case you don't have a pen and paper right in front of you to write down. You can just come back and review it whenever you feel like it. Now we're on to day number 3. When you get up in the morning, drink some water. They say that we are over 70% water, and so staying hydrated throughout the day can increase your productivity. I'm just going to take a sip right now because, guys, that is something I am currently working on. I do not drink enough water. I'm not as hydrated as I need to be. Not having enough water makes your skin bad. It makes you tired. It makes you just, kind of laggy. So definitely, as soon as you get up in the morning, drink your glass of water. It helps you to wake up. It helps you to become productive and get your day started. You're not just drooping and lagging around. Drink you a nice amount of water. I think they say now we should be getting 8 glasses of water a day. Listen, I gotta work on myself, guys. I am a work in progress, just like you guys. So yes, any tips you guys have on how I can get my daily intake of water, I am down for. So definitely please comment below and let me know what tips of the trade you guys have, what secrets, all that good stuff. Okay, guys, now we're on to day number 4. So on day number 4, we want you to identify your single most important task and do that one. So remember, we wrote out our goals and then you prioritize them. So for day number 4, look at all the tasks that you have for the day, your to-do list, and see what that number 1 task is and do it. Knock it out, get it off the list. Okay? Number 5, organize your workspace. Listen, I know when I am in a cluttered mess, I cannot think straight. I cannot get anything done. I'm scattered and all over the place, just like my workspace. So definitely, if you want to be more productive throughout your day, take some time, clean up, clear out your space, organize, and get it together. We're on to number 6. Number 6, set your alarm 15 minutes earlier. Okay, guys, when I used to work out at 5 a.m., I would do 2 a day. So I work out 5 a.m. before work. Honestly, I am a worker-outer before work early in the morning because honestly, after work, I'm ready to relax. I don't want to go to the gym. I'm probably not going to the gym, so I'm probably going to miss the day. But for some reason, when I wake up earlier, like 4 a.m. or 5, or well, when we were going to work a little bit earlier because I had to come back and get ready, but I wake up a little bit earlier and I would just jump out of bed and go. No snooze, nothing. So set your alarm clock just a little bit earlier. And guess what? You have 15 minutes in your day to get started. So if you were late for stuff, you're probably going to be on time today. And yeah, definitely do that. But what I will say is that this is 31 days of productivity, but don't just do these steps on that day and leave it at that. Let's build upon them. So now what are you doing? You're getting up, you're drinking your water first thing, you're keeping track of your activities and how long it's taking you to do them. You've already wrote your goals, you're prioritizing them, you're finding your number one task each day and doing that, and you've set your alarm 15 minutes earlier, and we're on day number 6. So from 6 to day 31, you should be setting your alarm clock 15 minutes earlier. This is how you build a habit of being productive, not just each and every day during those 31 days, but make this a habit that you can track on a regular basis. Okay, so number 7, identify your top 5 tasks that produced 80% of your results. Okay, so although you do tasks all day, which top 5 gave you the most results? Let's do that again. The top 5 that gave you the majority of the results, which is about 80%. Go ahead. This is going to take some thought. Get a pen and paper, write that stuff down, and figure that out. Because then that tells you what tasks you probably need to be focused on, because you are way more productive if you do only those 5 tasks in a day, as opposed to only doing a few of those in a million other tasks. Because you've got 80% of your work done for the day with those 5 tasks. So those are the first 5 tasks you should be doing every single day. Number 8, check your emails only twice a day. Now, I don't know if this is actually suitable for every single job, especially like now we are working from home. So I get a lot more emails than I used to on a regular basis. You know, I'd have a meeting, be in a meeting, but now emails are sometimes becoming the meetings. You just send everything in email. The correspondence are more frequently. So you may not be able to do this, but depending on the type of job you have, if you don't spend all day getting bogged down by checking emails and responding to email, you do it twice a day. So maybe, let's say, right prior to lunch or first thing in the morning. I would say 3 times a day. Let's not do 2. I probably do them first thing in the morning, and then I would probably do them right after lunch, and then right before you go home, just to make sure you didn't leave anything that was not closed out. And then when they come in the morning, they have a response from you if it was something that needed to be addressed immediately. It depends on the job. Do not do this at home if it does not work for you. If it's not conducive to your job, then don't do it. But I will say a lot of people are not as productive as they can be because they are answering emails all day long. They are responding and reading and writing and, you know, forwarding and doing all this other stuff. And sometimes you just get bogged down with emails that you forget to do all the other things that you had to do today. Okay, we're on to number 9. So for number 9, schedule a no distractions rest period in the middle of your day. Pick a time. Listen, I don't want anything to distract me for the next 30 minutes to an hour. Let's say 30 minutes to an hour. I work 9-hour days most days. If you work at least 8 to 9 to 10 hours a day, then you have 30 minutes to an hour where you can just focus on doing something and getting it done. That is how you become efficient at something. You're not stopping to answer something else. You're not getting distracted by something else. You spend this amount of time. And if you have a hard time doing that, go ahead and set a timer. Set a timer on your phone, on your watch, or something, your clock, and set it to go off in 30 minutes to an hour, whichever you think you can work with. And maybe you start with 30 minutes, and if you get a lot done in 30 minutes, you may actually increase it to an hour because you'll get just that much more done. You're in the groove. You're not coming in and out of your flow. You are not being distracted, and you can actually complete the task you start within those time frames. Next is number 10. So for number 10, make your productivity playlist. So I know, like right now I'm in my home office and I've decided to work from here as opposed to working in my bedroom where there's a television, or downstairs on the couch where there's a television and I get distracted. Up here, it's nice and quiet, but sometimes it's just too quiet. So I definitely have music that I play, and think about the songs that get you in the mood, get you hyped to like work. Continue on, push through, you can hum along. They're not distracting, but they give you the vibe that you feel like you're just making moves. You're out here being a boss. You're getting things done. You're marking things off that to-do list. Yeah, in the comments below, do you guys have a productivity playlist? Let me know. If you guys do not have a productivity playlist, what songs would you have on there? I'm thinking Beyonce's Who Run the World? Girls. I think that would be a good one. Or I'm bossy. I don't know. Some songs. Y'all let me know in the comments below what songs y'all would have on y'all's productivity playlist. I might actually have to do that, guys. I'm putting that on my list of things to do right now. Productivity playlist. Check. I have to get that together. I'm going to have to let y'all know what it is too. So follow me on my social media outlets. It will be up here on the screen. For those of you listening to the Simply Living podcast, then you can follow me on Instagram at simply_Stacy with an I. And I'll go ahead and link my productivity playlist either in my stories or in a post or something like that. So that should be pretty cool as well. Okay, so we're moving on. We're down to day number 11. So for number 11, talk to someone that you look up to and then ask them what their number one tip is for productivity. Maybe a mentor, maybe your boss, maybe someone who you notice gets all of their work done in a timely manner and has the majority of their day free, maybe to bug you and come talk to you and distract you from your workload. But ask them, hey, how do you get everything done so fast? What would be your number one tip for productivity? Like, think about it, but you have to make sure that that person that you're talking to isn't the slacker who never gets their work done on time. It isn't the procrastinator who you don't see doing anything until the very last minute and then they're stressed and bogged down. So definitely think about that and identify a person that you can ask, hey, what's your number one productivity tip? Next up is number 12. We're on day 12. Get you an accountability partner or join some kind of a support group. Okay, maybe we won't take it that far. You don't have to get in a support group. But definitely have someone to hold you accountable, especially in a work setting or in a professional setting if you're an entrepreneur, especially in that type of setting, because entrepreneurship is not for everyone. Because you don't have a boss telling you what to do and when to do it, but you do have deadlines. And so if you have those deadlines, maybe a friend of yours can say, oh, you said you were going to film this many videos today for your YouTube channel. Oh, did you ever get that new product on your website? Oh, your product launch is when? I know when I was writing my book, Secure Success, A Proven Plan to Prospering Personally and Professionally, sidebar. I know that my friends would always ask me about, like, how's the book going? How many pages do you have? How many more words do you need? What's your word count? Like, you can have somebody that doesn't nag you, but also keeps you accountable for the things or the goals that you've already planned for yourself, that you've let them in on, and that they're rooting for you to actually accomplish. So definitely find you someone that you can talk to about those types of things. I would say You definitely need those people in your group. If you do not have friends that you can call and discuss your goals with, that they can pray for you when you're going through something, then you need new friends. Point blank, period. Okay, so we're going to go on. So you have that new accountability partner. Number 13, meditate for 10 minutes, pray, manifest, however it is that you get centered. I know I pray all the time, but sometimes, you just need a prayer break. You need a meditation break. You need a positive affirmations break. One where you just sit there and focus and just get focused. And then you'll be able to be more productive when you're done with that. Because whatever it is that was on your mind, whatever it was that was clouding things up for you, you can release that during that 10-minute meditation. Number 14. So day number 14, I want you to think about a small win from last week and then celebrate it. Like, here's the thing. We always focus on these big goals, and I say dream big. Whatever your goals is, accomplish them, okay? So I wanted to write a book. I wrote that book for 2 years. It took me 2 years to write it. But if I never celebrated my small wins, my small victories, a chapter complete, 250 words written, 1,000 words written, 5 chapters now, 6 chapters now. If I never celebrated that, I don't know how easy it would have been to actually complete the book, because people get discouraged. If you don't see progress, a lot of times you'll be discouraged. You won't be motivated to keep going and to reach your goals. So what I want you to do on day 14 is think about one of those small victories and celebrate it. It may call for champs. Who doesn't love a great glass of champagne, a little bubbly, a little rosé? Listen, I am all for the celebration, so I want you to think about a small win from last week and celebrate it. You don't even have to do that alone. You can call up a friend and tell them about that small win. You know that accountability partner you got the other day? Call her up. Call him up. Let them know I'm one step closer to reaching my goal. Okay? Okay, so number 15. We're on day 15. Get up in the morning and make your bed. Yeah, I know it sounds simple, right? You should make your bed every day. I get out of bed some days and I don't make it. But on those days that I actually get up, make my bed, I just feel like it's a morning routine and it gives me a great start. A great start to my day. I'm already productive. Look, my room is cleaner than it was the day before. So yeah, that is a way to be productive. If cleaning my room was a part of my list, if I got up and I made my bed, I have been productive. I've already accomplished something this morning. I drank my water. Remember, we did that days ago. So we're still continuing to do that. And I even made my bed this morning. Right there, I've already knocked 2 things off. And it's first thing in the morning. I just got up. Now we're on to day 16. Okay, browse the internet with only one tab on your phone. Let's not go back and forth, click back and forth, get distracted, right? Just use the same browser window. Then you won't be going back to these other tabs throughout the day, getting distracted, taking away from what you're doing. If this is what you're focused on, this is what you're looking for, you're looking at that one tab. So that means you're accomplishing that tab or whatever the goal was you were searching for on the internet that day. You've done that before you move on to the next tab, because you probably won't keep opening them and then transferring it to the tab that you're already in. So definitely, you do not have a productivity drain from surfing the internet, then this may not be a task that you need, but why not give it a try for one day? I'm not going to say you have to do this and keep it up forever, but try it out. And if it works for you, great. Incorporate it. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. All of these things on here may not work for you, but hopefully the majority of them will, or at least some will. And these tips will help you to become a more productive person overall. So now we are on to number 17. So on day 17, choose one task and think about how you can automate it. Think about how you can get this task accomplished without you doing the work. Okay? So say, for instance, you're an entrepreneur and you send out emails. So you send out emails to your subscribers who have subscribed to your email list. And so once a week on Fridays when your newsletter goes out, you sit at a computer, you construct your email, and then you send it. How about on day 17? You write up 3 to 4 emails, right? You get them all drafted, and you do a sequence. So you have them sent automatically on a specific day, Friday. So every Friday, an email goes out. For the next 3 weeks, it's automated. So next Friday, guess what you won't spend time doing? You won't spend time writing and sending an email newsletter to your audience. Okay? That's one example of things, but you can automate a lot of stuff. Paying your bills. You can automate transferring to savings accounts. There just are a number of things that you can automate. So I want you to think about that and then figure out a way to do it and do it. On day number 17, automate something. That gives you more free time, frees you up to do something else. You're more productive because things are happening and you're not wasting time doing them. That's a key right there. Number 18, choose a task and delegate it. Okay? And this isn't just for work. It can be in your home life as well. Say, for instance, you're a mother of 3 and you have some chores that you do every single day to make sure that the house is tidy, whatever it is. See if one of your children, if they're appropriate ages, can take something off your plate. Ask your husband if they can take something off your plate today. You guys have the ability to do this, especially if you're in a leadership position at work. You're not responsible for doing everything. You're responsible for making sure it gets done and making sure that the product is correct. However, you can ask someone else to take care of a task that, my plate is too full. Can you please do this for me? Delegating is a really good key factor in leadership. A lot of leaders who do not delegate, they are stressed out all the time. They find themselves snappy with their employees. But if you delegate and get some things off your plate, it can definitely be good. But do not get it twisted. Delegating every single thing can also be a problem. So think about these things and think about what will help you to be more efficient at your job and to accomplish more things. What could you delegate to someone else to get done quicker? Day 19. Day 19, choose a habit that you would like to develop and commit to doing it, right? Habit tracker. You need a habit tracker? Check out these lovely hardcover journals from the Simpli Stacy store. You can find that at stacyhuddleston.com/shop. That is stacyhuddleston.com/shop. Hardcover journals with motivational and inspirational sayings can be the perfect thing to start a habit tracker, to start a to-do list, to prioritize, to help you be more productive. Okay? You can find the link to purchase this if you're watching on YouTube in the description box below. But there are so many. This is just one. You can pick the one that you like the best, the color and the inspirational quote that best pertains to you or that you just have the most joy when reading and seeing. But definitely get a habit tracker. And each and every day, check, did that, check. This is how you build up that habit. Because if you don't do it, guess what? You don't get the check. So when you go back to that journal to refer for it, like a bullet journal, that habit was not done today. But like they said, if you can do anything for 27 days or 21 days, it'll become a habit. So start doing that. What is that task you want to do? Do you want to drink those 8 glasses of water? Okay, Monday, check. I drank 8 glasses of water. Tuesday, check. I drank 8 glasses of water. That is how you build a habit. So on day number 19, choose a habit that you want to start and commit to doing it. Like I said, the best way I see is to get you a journal and start tracking that habit. Okay, we're on to day number 20. So now We want you to choose a habit that you'd like to eliminate and then commit to changing it. Do you have some bad habits? I know we all do. Figure out what the one big one is and then commit to doing it. Are you a smoker and you want to give it up? Anything. Start tracking it in that journal. That same journal can be used for the habit that you are starting and the habit that you are stopping. So in the instance of smoking, didn't smoke today, check. 2 days without smoking, check. So now you're building a habit to become a non-smoker. Just like you were building a habit to maybe work out, exercise, drink water, eat healthier. Whatever your habits are that you're trying to do, or no junk food today, check. You guys can do it. I have faith in you and I know that you can do it. We're almost there. We have 10 days left. We're on day 21. Review the past week and cut down your biggest time waster. So remember, we've been tracking what we've been doing. We've been figuring out how long it takes us to do. So now we should have a list and I don't even remember what to call it, but we should have a list of things that we've been doing and how long it's been taking us. So now we have built up a framework so we can go and identify the one thing that is wasting us the most time. What takes you the most time to complete and why? Okay? And then we're going to try to eliminate that big task. So that's on day 21. Take a look at everything that you've been doing. That journal, again, is some way that you can be writing things down. Okay, I checked emails. It took me 20 minutes to do that today. Okay, I did this. It took me this many minutes to do this today. It took me 2 hours. Why did it take me 2 hours to get that done? I usually could get that done in an hour. What happened? Did somebody call me? You know, think about those things and what you're wasting time on, and then eliminate that. Okay, we're on to day 22. So for day 22, make a stop doing it list. Again, get your journal out and write down the things that you should stop doing today. List them. And each and every time something else comes up, add it to the journal. You may not have a list, but you can keep a running list. So you just go back to that page. You've titled that page. Stop doing it, right? Stop doing this. Check. Stop doing this. You can have a running list. Every time it comes up, have that journal handy, tracking your habits, tracking the habits you're stopping, the ones you're starting, and the things that you should just stop doing. On day 23, eat the healthiest meal that you've had in a week. So think about this meal that you're having. Make sure that it's healthy. Make sure that it's nutritious. Make sure that it's something you like to eat as well. You don't want to just get a super healthy meal that sucks, because guess what? It's not going to help you in the future to continue to do that. But we're trying to be productive. And so eating healthy, eating right, it helps you to be productive. I know they say a lot of foods will cause you to, a lot of foods will give you this lethargic feeling after you've eaten. Ever had a good cheeseburger and fries and maybe a milkshake, and then like you're laggy, you really don't want to work, you don't feel like doing any work? But sometimes after eating a salad, or I personally have green smoothies in the morning before for my breakfast or lunch or something like that, and I just feel light and healthy and motivated to do work and productive. I'm more productive on days that I do have something for breakfast, and especially when it's a healthy breakfast. When I eat something like high in carbs and high in saturated fats and just probably delicious overall, then, you know, sometimes you can get what a lot of people call it the itis. You know, you be tired, you want to go to sleep, you want to take a nap. If you eat a really healthy meal, guess what? You won't be ready for a nap unless you didn't get any sleep the night before. But other than that, you'll feel just as energized and motivated to continue on your day and to continue to be productive throughout your day. For day 24, plan out your day the night before. So you know that to-do list we get up and do in the morning? If you guys have a planner, I typically like to use the Day Designer. It is a daily planner. So there are 365 pages, and it gives your top 3. So we talked about those top 3 priorities. I can list those. What are my priorities for tomorrow? First of all, what do I have to get done tomorrow? Okay, let me put those in the time slots. And of those things, which ones are the most important? If they don't get done, it's a problem. Okay, so you can do that the night before. So when you get up in the morning, guess what? You're even more productive because you're not wasting time writing out that list. You've done it the day before, so you can just hit the ground running, and you already know where you're going. You already know what you're doing first. It's already written. The plan has been laid out. Okay? So that is another thing you can do to be productive the next day, is to just go ahead and knock that out before. So like right before you get off work, maybe 10 minutes, go ahead and write the things that you need to accomplish the next day. And so in my experience, I don't always do it the day before, but I will do 2 days at a time the morning of. So then my next day has already been planned out. It just got done earlier in the day. So yeah, that is a really good tip. Day 25. Go outside, exercise, get a jog in, get a walk in, 20 minutes. It gives you energy. It gives you endorphins. Exercise does give you endorphins, and it makes you happy, and you want to be productive. And I will say, when I'm working out, especially at 5 in the morning, I have the most productive days. I've already gotten something accomplished. I have this sense of accomplishment, and I can really just get the job done. So number 26, day 26, I want you to make a go over later list. So these are things that don't have to get done right now today, but I do need to take a look at them. So say, for instance, with organization, you can't do everything right now, but I may need to get to my pantry. I don't need to get to my pantry because I did my pantry during quarantine. If you have not checked it out, please check out that video on my YouTube channel. It is the Simply Stacy channel, Stacy and Simply, both with eyes. Check it out. There is a video on organizing my pantry. I love it. And guess what, guys? It has stayed that way for over 6 months. Like, once you get things in their prospective place and they are where they need to be, you just put them back there, and you don't have this pantry that you hate to go in and look inside. But that's neither here nor there. The purpose of this day is to just get a go over later list. So if something like your pantry, for example, is something that you need to take care of, maybe today isn't the day you need to do it, because then you wouldn't get all these other things done. So just do it later. Day 27. Get a full night's rest. Get 8 hours of sleep. That is the recommended time. And I know personally I get about 7 hours of sleep when I actually go to bed and get up at my scheduled times. During COVID, my sleep patterns have been all over the place, and I'm staying up super late and getting up super early for work. So that's crazy. But definitely make an effort to get 8 hours of sleep on day 27. Day 28. Change your desktop on your phone, your wallpaper on your computer, monitors, iPad, with the motivational quote. Something that when you look at it, you're motivated to get moving, you're motivated to be productive and have the most productive week, productive day ever. So do that, okay? Put a quote up there. Day 29, okay? Try to learn something new, whether it's a book, a podcast, a TED Talk. Figure out something, even if it's something like how to be more efficient at coding. Whatever it is you do, whatever it is you need, if it's something to help you become more productive, that'd be the perfect podcast to listen to. I mean, the Simply Living podcast and 31 Days to Productivity. I think that would be something you can listen to and learn, even though you're currently listening to it right now. But learn something new today. Day 30. Give someone a hug that supports you. I mean, even if you guys have pets walking around here, bond with your dog, bond with your fish. I don't know if that's a thing. But anyway, and I know it's COVID, so we're not out here hugging people like that. Send them a note, send them a text message. Thank you guys so much for your support. Be specific. Because when you're specific, it just means a lot to the person that you're delivering the information to. So thank you so much for always calling me up and checking to see how my book is coming along. Thank you so much for the encouragement the other day when I was going through X, Y, and Z. And then day 31, guys, we are at the end of the road. You're super productive at this point. But the icing on the cake, reward yourself for your biggest accomplished month this year. Why? Because you did it on purpose. This is the Simply Living podcast, the Simply Stacy YouTube channel, and this is to simply inspire and motivate people to live intentionally. Guess what? This podcast should have taught you how to intentionally try to be more productive. And guess what? If you actually follow these tips, you've had the most productive month of this year. Give yourself applause, give yourself a pat on the back, and treat yourself. Champs, anyone? Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And most importantly, share this video with all of your family and all of your friends. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2021, and I need your help to do it. So if you think this video was helpful or it could help someone else along the way, then share the knowledge, share the wealth. Until next time, see ya.